If you welcomed some Ukrainian students into your classroom, and I'm going to focus particularly here on the older students with good literacy skills in their native Ukrainian, and they're developing their English skills. To make them more included and to have more support for them when they're accessing your lesson, a really nice option for you to use is PowerPoint and a specific feature called Present Live. You'll find this on the PowerPoint web app and on the slideshow tab of your ribbon. You have two options. One, that the audience is people in your organization, and that's great when it's your students and they'll have signed in using their school account, or you can also choose anyone. And this is a nice option if something like a parents' information evening and you want the parents, for example, to be able to use it. So I'm simply going to hit the button, and this is going to generate a welcome screen such as this. Students can then scan the QR code as they see or type in the link. It will then direct them towards a PowerPoint Live session. And as the teacher, I'll know in this case that one person has joined. I'm now going to simply choose to show slides. What I'm going to draw attention to in a moment is how this affects the student, but you can see how I can teach like normal, go through my presentation as I would expect it. Here introducing a polar bear, here commentating on their habitat. Also really important to note that that link which a student could use and join in with this is present at the top of the slides in each slide. So if they're coming late, it's not going to cause any disruption. Now, what I really want to show you is what this is like for the students. So I'm going to come out of slideshow just for a moment to show you. You will see here that I've only paused the session and I can pick it up again. I am going to cross over now to what this looks like on my mobile device. What I think is really important for me is, as I have gone from slide to slide, I have generated a transcript from what I've said. And the student can go back to slide 2 in this case, look at the content, but then read the transcript. Similarly, as I've moved on to slide 3, they're able to once again read this transcript. They'll be able to access this, as the class is going on and as they're completing their task, and use this as a really good support when they're completing their in-class task. How, by the way, that I've selected it for the transcript to be in Ukrainian is in the bottom left-hand corner here. You'll notice that it says Ukrainian, and that is because you can select the language that the transcript is in. So you can choose a whole host of them. The other thing to note is there's a little emoji button here, so the student can actually send you feedback during the presentation. So they can select that and select the emoji button and give you a thumbs up or a applause. But also, if they're looking for a little bit of help, you can even prompt them to use this face and remind them this reminds you to go in and check in with them if they're not sure of anything. So it's really valuable and a really nice support that you can use in your classroom. When it's all done, I can end the session. And just to point out there, you can see that I have left these options on to show you, but you can also turn off them audience reactions if you think it is too distracting. But I'm simply going to end this now. The other thing I like to note is that only when the slides were present was the transcript being generated.